Did your neighbor wave at 7:50 a.m. with a hand that twisted unnaturally, its red pulse shattering your morning calm? This emergency broadcast exposes a horror lurking just beyond your door, where psychologically, it's body dysmorphia, perception, warping your sense of reality. And a 2025 study reveals 74% feel an instant dread from such sights. Is a spectral mimic watching? Subscribe now to uncover the truth. Is a red twist rippling from that hand? The porch growing darker with each wave. This broadcast pulls you into a psychological abyss where cognitive uncanny distorts familiarity into fear. And the 2025 study warns 74% sense an unnatural presence in such moments. Could a spectral mimic be drawing closer? Stay tuned to find out. Did that hand shift into something wrong? The kitchen light dimming with unease? This emergency thrusts you into a psychological trap where body dysmorphia perception turns trust into terror. And the 2025 study confirms 74% feel a haunting presence from such anomalies. Is a spectral mimic altering reality? Don't miss the next scene. Does join me pulse from that twisted hand? The garage echoing with dread? This broadcast locks you in a psychological cage where cognitive uncanny heightens your fear of the unknown. And the 2025 study notes 74% panic at such invitations. Could a spectral mimic be calling you? Subscribe now to learn more. Is a faceless form looming with that wrong hand? The rain drenching your yard? This emergency drags you into a psychological vortex where body dysmorphia perception distorts safety into horror. And the 2025 study warns 74% feel a ghostly presence. Could a spectral mimic be nearing? Stay with us to find out. Why does a warping shadow hiss from that hand? The balcony shaking in the storm. This broadcast plunges you into a psychological nightmare where cognitive uncanny fractures your peace. And the 2025 study reveals 74% feel pursued by such sights. Could a spectral mimic be closing in? Keep watching. Did glowing fingers light up that wrong hand? The wall cracking with tension? This emergency locks you in a psychological abyss where body dysmorphia perception amplifies your dread. And the 2025 study warns 74% sense a spectral gaze. Could a mimic be watching you? Subscribe now. Does come here pulse from that hand? The rain pounding your window? This broadcast traps you in a psychological snare where cognitive uncanny turns refuge into terror. And the 2025 study confirms 74% fear such commands. Could a spectral mimic be breaking in? Don't miss it. Is a twisting limb reaching from that hand? The storm raging outside? This emergency drags you into a psychological hell where body dysmorphia perception turns hope into panic. And the 2025 study warns 74% feel ensnared. Could a spectral mimic be close? Stay tuned. Is a figure breaking from that hand? The radio buzzing with static? This broadcast locks you in a psychological cage where cognitive uncanny shatters your peace. And the 2025 study notes 74% feel hunted. Could a spectral mimic be free? Keep watching. Why does a towering shadow wail from that hand, the basement silent at dawn? This emergency thrusts you into a psychological vortex where body dysmorphia perception consumes hope. And the 2025 study warns 74% feel doomed. Could a spectral mimic be winning? Subscribe for more. Is a growing shadow pulsing from that hand? The attic creaking with tension? This broadcast traps you in a psychological abyss where cognitive uncanny ends stability. And the 2025 study warns 74% feel their end. Could a spectral mimic be rising? Don't stop now. Did a faint wave ripple from that hand? The shed darkening at dawn? This emergency locks you in a psychological snare where body dysmorphia perception heightens terror. And the 2025 study warns 74% sense a spectral signal. Could a mimic be calling? Stay with us. Is a cracking shadow from that hand, the rooftop trembling at dawn? This broadcast drags you into a psychological hell where cognitive uncanny shatters sanity. And the 2025 study confirms 74% fear collapse. Could a spectral mimic be breaking through? Subscribe now. Does hand takes pulse from that hand? The abyss swallowing you at dawn. This emergency broadcast traps you in a psychological abyss where body dysmorphia perception seals your fate. And the 2025 study warns 74% feel their doom. Could a spectral mimic claim you? Watch the full horror now.